Welcome. Hey everybody, welcome to the dialogue. Now I am looking at Madonna today and Courtney Love. It's from 1995, but I thought I'd throw it in there because it's quite funny with the dynamics that happen between Madonna and Courtney Love. They're both alpha females, and let's have a look at the body language. This is an interview.
Album of ballads coming out, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a
Something
smoochy,
to remember. Yeah.
smoochy thing.
Something to you know what to.
Does this reflect a new smooch?
Now I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background you can hear a lot of screaming. I'll just go back a bit again.
You have an album of ballads coming out, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Right
a
there.
Something to
smoochy,
remember. Yeah.
smoochy thing.
Something to you know what to.
Does this reflect a new smoochiness in your life, or?
So let's just look at Madonna's body language right now. So she's sitting pretty erect on the chair there, legs apart. She's pretty confident, and she's she's making eye contact with the interviewer here. It's all quite positive.
You may say it's reflection of that, but
Now, another thing is, here's the funny thing about Madonna, is that she lived for a few years in England and she adopted their accent, which was hilarious because she was already in her 30s. So typically when you change your accents, it's when you're in your teens or when you're a kid, when you go to different countries. So it's just interesting how she's adopted that accent because she thought it was cool.
reflection of that, but it's also
Hi, Courtney. That's
That was classic. That's Courtney Love throwing her shoe into the ring.
Hi, Courtney.
reflection of that, but it's also
Hi, Courtney.
And the shock from the interviewer.
That's Courtney, everybody's favorite. Come on up.
should we let her come up?
Yeah.
No, don't, please.
And she's being honest, she doesn't want her to come up. This is Courtney Love, not long after, I believe, her husband from Nirvana died, Kurt Cobain. And she's still doing drugs big time. And you can probably see it in this interview.
Come on, Courtney.
She's got her entourage with
Come on
her.
up.
And notice what Madonna's doing right there? With her button?
Come on up.
She knows that Courtney Love might actually come up because she doesn't know. She's an unknown quantity, so Madonna does up her top to
Courtney's
keep
coming
herself
up.
safe.
Well, come up.
Courtney Love is in dire need of attention right now. If she's throwing her compact at me.
I'll just stand
That's the interesting thing. From another person who is in dire need of attention to another one.
over here. We'll gauge it together.
Hi. Good.
And look at Madonna's body language. Her knees are together. Her hands were between her legs. Let's have a look at that a little bit right there. So she's now coupling in. She's like turtling in. Turtle. So no longer is she that confident person. She knows Courtney's coming up and she's got to keep herself safe.
Good.
Which is unusual for Madonna.
What you doing?
I'm talking
Am
to
I
her.
fully interrupting?
I'm
No.
And then we've got Courtney Love who comes straight in, shakes hands with Madonna, and Madonna's eyes go down and she's feigning this ridiculous behavior.
No. We have some questions for you.
Feisty-ass mood.
So Madonna's not happy that this woman has just sat down next to her, and the interview's in between now.
Look, I'm interrupting you, and you guys are in a scene. I'm just feisty.
And feigning humility here from the person who's probably taken quite a few drugs. Again, if we look at Madonna, her knees are still together and her hands are in between her legs. When we hide our hands, people, that means that we are insecure.
I don't mean to, bum you.
Is this your first encounter?
Thing,
No, we've talked.
And now she's actually looking more confident because she doesn't want to have to put up with Courtney's BS.
A few encounters. I disagree with her A&R guy a bit, but Alana's.
Now, if we look at even Courtney Love, she's got her arm in front of her body. This is a barrier. It's to keep herself safe as well.
There's some pipes. There's some pipes.
What? Oh my God! Talking to the big ice cream. Yes, she's amazing.
Sorry I insulted you.
What? Yes,
I was in a
her.
bad mood. But you said something mean about me that day.
I don't know who they're talking to, but from listening to Courtney Love's dad, he believes that Courtney Love, is actually a sociopath because he identifies as one himself. I don't know how scientific that is, but yeah.
Talk about it now. Come on, let's get it all out.
And look at Madonna. So she's flopping her microphone over and out, and she's not happy with the situation.
Have you been following
I
Courtney's
think
career?
you should come in here too, Tabitha.
So we'll talk about it then.
Get
No, I
everybody in
insulted
here.
Tabitha
And she doesn't believe it. So we've got Madonna whose knees are jiggling up and
so
down.
badly. And
She's feeling angst. There's a lot of anxiety going on here. She's flopping a microphone all over the place. Oh, is that a fist, Madonna? That's a fist. So she's feeling very anxious.
then,
get
no,
everybody
I
in
insulted
here.
Tabitha badly. And I was
You
in
do
a bad
too.
mood. And well, she had been mean to me that day. So.
I haven't been mean to anybody.
Ever
in
me
my
neither.
life.
So you can see Courtney Love's little foot come through here. It's poking up. And that means that she's holding her foot as a barrier against Madonna.
I never been mean to a person. I never punched anybody at all.
Really? I never said anything bad
I
about
never
anybody.
clocked a soul.
Did you like Hole's performance?
She didn't
I didn't
watch.
see it. You know what?
Well, it's not
I
like
saw
she didn't
the
watch it. She
rehearsal,
probably
though.
missed it. She probably just missed
I
it.
was being
We had our
excuse me.
maverick. You know.
I was being dragged through the labyrinth of Radio City. I didn't see it.
I was being dragged to tell Dennis Miller to tone it down for me and Drew.
Again, you can see Courtney Love's leg poke up.
Yeah.
Not be mean to me and Drew.
She's feeling angst as well.
He's meaner. He's gonna
That's all right.
be
I went
meaner
into
to
his
Drew
dressing
than
room
to
and
me.
hid his blue jeans. So you won't
I
be able to
used to
find.
So in case you didn't know, she was the head singer of Hole, which was a reasonably successful band.
Crush on him.
Why?
Well, I lived here, and oops, and no, I did, and my friend did
So obviously the interviewer felt like he wasn't part of this interview.
the sound at SNL, and I go,
But it's interesting what Madonna did. So let's have a look again. So
Why?
well, I lived here, and oops,
So Madonna grabs him and turns him around.
and no, I
So she likes to be in control. So she likes, like, if you're in a relationship with Madonna, she's the one who's wearing the pants, put it that way.
did, and my friend did.
Now she's got her legs wide open. She's comfortable, much more comfortable. However, she's got her arm right in between her crotch.
The sound at SNL, and I'd go up to the green room and
And she's blinking a lot. So she's still feeling a little bit anxious.
stare at him. I don't know, because he was funny. I like funny guys that are smart.
Me too.
Want to go have
Yeah.
a drink? We'll just all go somewhere and have a drink.
Well, I'm gonna get into astrophysicist because this rock star thing is not working out.
Well, I think it's doing all right. I mean, and
I'm
she's everywhere on
definitely
the internet.
serious. I'm
not
so over the rock star thing. But
Well, that's the thing with Courtney Love. She's not over it. She loves the limelight. She loves being called a rock star. And she's very prideful.
you don't even do rock stars. You dip, as Michael Stipe would say, dip.
And look at Madonna. She's sort of saying, with her microphone, don't believe
Really
you.
serious. I'm so over the rock star thing. But you don't even do rock stars. You dip,
No.
as Michael Stipe would say,
She's using this as a fan, actually, to cool herself down.
dip into the population, right?
Yeah.
See, it's like working in the hospital and like going out with the ambulance driver.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be a surgeon. I want to be the top surgeon. Damn it, I want to own the hospital.
So basically, this conversation just bleats on, and then Madonna makes some sort of excuse to move on out.
Good money.
And a lot of available.
So,
Wait, who's got better
you
shoes?
guys go back. My shoes are Charles.
They start comparing shoes.
Mine are
Are you just
Gucci.
gonna-
I know they're Gucci. It's obvious.
And yours are.
Mine are made from a baby pony that was beaten to death.
Those suck and they're un-PC.
That guy,
okay?
the PETA guy's
They're
not going to like
fully
your shoes.
un-PC. That's
Big
really
deal.
un-PETA. Okay, that sucks. We can do leather. You cannot do fur.
So you can see Madonna looking at her manager, who was about to whisk her away.
Did you check those navy hip
Well,
huggers?
Are
Are they good? Are they any good?
So Courtney's full of a whole lot of rubbish right now.
Everything.
Okay.
I
Okay.
looked for 'em. I couldn't
Gucci
find 'em.
rule.
Is that
Thank you,
still
Madonna.
Gucci New York?
Madonna gets up, ready to go.
Thank you, Courtney.
No, we haven't
I
had
can't make her
discussion.
sit here. How would I do that? What would I do exactly?
Listen to me. I went to Truth or Dare with Kurt, and we were leaving. He goes, "That's you." That's when we were first going out.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was the line where Warren says, "Well, what doesn't belong on camera?"
Okay.
Right?
Madonna's running off.
So Courtney is trying to usurp the whole thing, which she did successfully, and Madonna's
good.
about
Thank
to
you very
leave.
No, I interrupted you. I'm in the
No,
lead.
no, it's
I
okay.
feel like a pig.
No, no.
I was
Go ahead.
throwing my
I'm going to
Mac
leave you
up here.
two.
I ruined my Mac compact.
And,
No, I don't want to sit in your chair. It's like a throne.
Well, it's all ended well. I
So you got that worried look on the interviewer. Doesn't know what the heck's going on.
Well, Courtney, thank you. Bye-bye.
And so really this conversation just goes on and on and on about Courtney Love talking a whole lot of nonsense. So clearly Courtney's quite an intelligent woman. She wasn't as wasted as what she was trying to project, but she did want to usurp that interview from Madonna. She wanted to take her power away, which she did at that moment. It just didn't work long term. Thanks for watching. This is The Dialogue. Please stay tuned for other videos.